in your opinion, what do you think is going on in the country? And they would tell me it is very scary.
But Mr. Conte, Ousainou Darboe has denied that he's engaged in any form of appointing people serving in the foreign service. Do you really believe him when he said he doesn't recommend people to be appointed? He's not in charge of appointment. Do you really believe in Darboe?
I don't believe in that. And I can add again, Mr. Ousainou Darboe is given the appeal, and I hope he's listening, because I think this will help him. I think this will help him. We need to stop his cronyism and nepotism. Mr. Ousainou Darboe is given the appearance that he is in control of the hiring process in the foreign service. Why? Well, number one, his cousin, Dr. Sidat Joe, ambassador to where? France. Two vocal critics, supporters of the UDP, one from Raleigh and one from Seattle, Washington State, appointed ambassador.
The guy in Seattle, who is that person?
I believe I heard you talk about him. His name is Ibrahim Adiba, who had the audacity to say that for you to, I'm paraphrasing him.
When was Ibrahim Adiba appointed? I'm not aware of Ibrahim's appointment.
I was told that Ibrahim has been appointed as ambassador somewhere to Qatar or some of those Arabian countries. And Ibrahim had the audacity to say that you have to join the UDP to get a job. And I said, oh, are we in a dictatorship? And Paul, let me add this again. How about the appointment of all those UDP executives to ambassadorial positions? That is nepotism. So it seems like what is happening is that there is no coalition anymore.
So if I get you, Dr. Conte, Ousainou Darboe stands to be accused of abuse of office. He stands to be accused of even altering false statements, because he's on record saying that he doesn't take part in the hiring process. You telling me that that's not true? So in a sense, Darboe has abused his office.
Well, I don't believe him. I don't believe him a bit. Because number one, in fact, he said something that I thought was very insulting to the people of Combo. When some people were questioning that not even a single minister was appointed, not even a single ambassador was appointed from the Combo region, he said, well, we could not find anybody. I said, I think that is nonsense. Are you telling me that lawyer Lamin Darboe is not qualified to even be Attorney General? No, Pa. You see, next election, we are no fools anymore. I think what we have to strategize, I don't care what anyone calls APRC. Today we have to work with them to get these people out. I mean, look at what Halifa did, what Halifa had done for the coalition. And the sooner they got to where they arrived, what do? They marginalized him. So how can I trust these individuals?
Now, how would you view Darboe's conduct? He decided to record a WhatsApp message last night trying to reassure his supporters that he is not part of the ongoing, conspiracy to appoint this lady as Foreign Secretary. As Minister in charge of Foreign Affairs, do you think was it ethical on the side of Darboe to stoop that low to engage his supporters through WhatsApp? Do you really think that was ethical on the part of Darboe?
Well, you see, my profession tells me not to be subjective in any, if I have to categorize people. But I can say that Ousainou has given the appearance that he is in control of the hiring process. So therefore, whatever he said is inconsistent with what we are seeing now. So, I mean, he can read between the lines. So, hiring of friends, hiring of family members, close family members overqualified Gambians? No, that is actually who's actually in control of the country? Because I don't think Barrow is.
It's not Darboe either. It's not Darboe either.
Well, okay, well, we find out. But like I said, I'm not going to call Mr. Darboe ethical or unethical. But what I can say is that Mr. Darboe is given the appearance that he controls the hiring of foreign service personnel.
Well, Mr. Conde, you kept saying that, but the impression he's trying to portray on social media is that he is not in charge. Ousainou Darboe has been in government well before Darboe was appointed as foreign minister. He doesn't meddle, he doesn't interfere in the operations of the civil service. As someone serving at the Gambian mission in New York, do you categorize the person as a civil servant?
Well, I saw the exchange I read the exchange between her and Omar Khan, and I thought that was very unfortunate for a diplomat to act like that. So I said to myself, maybe if I do apply for a visa, they will deny me too. So I don't know anything about the young lady, but I think she needs to calm down because she has a very promising future. She cannot be arrogant. A diplomat should act diplomatic. I don't care if someone comes in there and tries to be very upset with you. I can give you one ambassador that I really appreciate. I think I can call his name out. Mr. Christian Johnson, Greg Johnson, when he was in Washington, D.C. Even though we never agreed eye to eye on principle and so forth, but he was a gentleman. And I wish, we can go back to those days when we can. But I was very, very surprised at the young lady. So I don't know about Miss.
Okay, let me break down the question for you one more time. Will you say Ousainou Darboe is a civil servant? Is Ousainou Darboe a civil servant?
No, Ousainou is not a civil servant. Ousainou Darboe is not a civil servant. Ousainou Darboe is a party leader of the UDP, but the Foreign Service now is the headquarters of the UDP.
Interesting. So the Foreign Service of the Gambia is the headquarters of the UDP.
Well, if someone told me that if you go to the quadrangle, it seems like it is the headquarters of the UDP because UDP people are already there, and I don't understand why that should happen.
Okay, if Darboe is not a civil servant, how about someone working at the Gambian embassy in New York? Will you call that person a civil servant or a public servant?
Well, I mean, during Sadauda's days, maybe things have changed. You have to gravitate from the lowest rank before you can even get to foreign service. So under Sadauda's government, a civil service person, a foreign service individual is considered a civil servant. It's just that you are in a foreign land.
Okay, on the Barrow, will you call them civil servants?
Well, Barrow has not come out with any plan. So a president who has been in power, who has been in leadership position for almost going on after five months, hasn't even held a press conference to engage with people, even in the local language. I can read the man, So I don't know what plans he has. Even they say that they are coming up with a blueprint. I am drafting the constitution of the new political party that we're going to try to set up in the Gambia to do coalition with other political parties against the UDP government. Guess what? I'm almost done with mine. So these people have been in power since January. Up till now, they don't even have a blueprint. So I don't know anything about what is going on in the country. So, but going back to your question, Ousainou is a politician. He got a political appointment, so he shouldn't be classified as a civil servant. But those people who work at the embassy are civil servants. The ambassadors are not.
The ambassadors are not.
They are not.
So Ousainou Darboe, you say that he's a politician. As such, he's not qualified to be called a civil servant.
No, Ousainou actually, but the cabinet appointment that he has is not classified as a civil servant. He's been hired as a civil servant.
So how about the UDP folks, the likes of Ibrahim Madiba, as he purportedly intimated that he is an ambassador at large? Will you say that Ibrahim Madiba is a civil servant?
No, he is not. He is, again, like I'm trying to say, they're trying to politicize the civil service, the foreign service, by appointing UDP crony and their friends.
So, okay, I got you now. I got you. Ousainou Darboe is trying to rewrite the books by politicizing foreign service. Usually, career civil servants should be opportune to serve in the foreign service, but Ousainou Darboe has decided to change the game plan, right?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think the thing is that he's acting in a capacity, and we need to speak about Gambians, because this is how Jammeh came about. Jammeh came sincerely to develop the country or to do whatever, and he became a dictator. So if we sit down idle and allow Ousainou Darboe to do whatever they want, and in fact, you didn't bring another important topic that I hope we can discuss later on.
Okay.
The central bank issue. But again, what I'm saying is that he's giving the appearance of controlling the foreign service and turning it into a UDP political bureau.
Now, let's talk about the political party you mentioned. Who are the people behind the party that you intend to form?
Well, this is one thing that I want to do. I'm doing a very unconventional, unusual thing in the history of the Gambia. I am trying to form a political